Okay, so one of you were asking for a deck list, and I still didn't get replied yet. I just assumed that you're asking for a Shadowcraft deck, because I personally think in the all the decks that I featured in my lastest video, the funnest deck was the Shadowcraft. So I just gonna do the intro of my Shadowcraft. So this is my Shadowcraft, and it was in unlimited. It also worked in the rotation, but in rotation, you gotta do some judgment like the Lurching Corpse, and then only wait, isn't this better? Yeah. So if you want to play this deck in rotation, you remove the Lurching Corpse, and then the definitely Tyrant, yeah, Tyrant for the Series of the Night, and then more copied of the Angelic Slacker and other things that like help you to survive, like Zombie Party. Because the core of this deck is you survive from the turn 1 to the turn 10. While you're surviving, controlling the board, stop your opponent's combo, ruin his plan, ruin his day, and then at 10 turn, like you successfully do all these things consecutively in 10 turns, then you get your reward. You OTK your opponent. Um, so you don't need to worry about too much that your opponent was like full health, even with a word in the way. I mean, you can just blow his face off. The OTK deals a total amount of 24 damage, and that's when you have anti-board. So it was really insane. There's pretty much nothing can stop the OTK if your opponent don't have any source of immune or something, or like the transform like Click CT and shit. So let's just start with the most basic thing. The components of the OTK. First, you need a 2 mana cost minion in your hand, or you can use the carrot. Carrot was the most ideal thing because it just after we trigger the Ghostly Manager effect, the carrot just gonna die instantly and return to your hand and become this carrot just kinda sort of like transferring from a minion into a spell that 2 mana spell summon 2 ghost, and then after you summon 2 ghosts, you play the Ferry, the Spirit Maiden. Then the Spirit Maiden will give that 2 ghosts attack 3 times in return effect, and then the Maiden herself will become another 2 ghost. So you have like 4 ghosts, and only 1 spot left is for the Angelic Slackers. And the Angelic Slacker effect do accumulate. Even though you do accumulate over the attack times. Yeah, is that how you say it? And in this deck, I put Deathly Tyrant just for fun. This card, like cause it can go face for that sweet 13/13 damage. So I put it for fun. And another reason I put it is because I don't have 3 copies of Maiden and 3 copies of Ghostly Manager. If you have 3 copy, put 3 copy of these 2 legendary in your deck, because they are the key components and they are important. You wanna make sure you have them before 10 turn. So 3 copy definitely good. And I don't have 3 copy. This like 2 was my maximum, and I am pretty poor. I'm short of vials right now, so I can't craft it. But if you have 3 copy, put 3 copy. Definitely turn it's just for fun, just to nuke people, like absolute destroy their health bar. But it's not much meaning if you want efficiency, if you just want to win the game. So at start of the game is also like which card you select to start with the game is also important. If you're facing most likely a control opponent, then you wanna keep Adriel. You wanna start with Adriel first, and then the Lady Grey. If you're facing an aggro, then Lady Grey was the only card you're looking for. Maybe Zombie Party, but it wasn't that efficiency compared to the Lady Grey because it heals. It heals 3 when you like evolve, and then the reanimate also help you to like, go against and expand your board. Genius or Legion was something that we use around turn 5 and 6. Is when turn 5, turn 6, your opponent are having like way larger minions, like a much better minion with a like just the size was a little bit larger, and you can see that all these minions we have is like they don't have the massive attack power. So if you had the band, then your enemy gonna deal with it. Just like you play friend monster girl, and then you have the friend's attendant, and then the Genius Legend buff the Monster Girl, so Monster Girl becomes 0-2, but she has a ban, so your opponent have to deal with it. Like it's like a token, so useless. But after she getting buffed by Legend, she just become a threat. It can be really annoying for the control decks, and sometimes it's also annoying for the aggro. So Friend Monster Girl plus the Genius Legend is actually surprisingly a very good combo. Most of the time I survive easily first few turn that because enemy just my opponent just wastes too much resource just trying to get rid of the ban. But if they ignore it, we still get value from it because like instant value because it's bam. Like we can trade that with advantage. So another thing is after you play Ghostly Manager, do not ever think about picking their friend's attendant or like play it because it costs 0. You're just gonna destroy. And what's even worse, if you have Necromancy that was 6, it basically just wasted 6 Necromancy. Yes, you do get the buff and rush, and then he just destroy and summon 0 shit because he costs 0. So that's something that will happen. And you do wanna draw, yes. Before 10 turn, you wanna draw to get the key combo, but you got to treat that your hand size was actually the maximum card you can hold in your hand. You got to always treat it like your maximum card is 7, and you wanna keep the card in your hand around 6 to 7 because we are playing in OTK. We are playing the components. We holding those components in the hand. Plus we have the Gorman Emperor, so most likely we're gonna have always one carrot in our hand. So it's pretty crowded. Like if you draw too fast or draw too aggressive, you're risking to overdraw, and sometimes you burn the key cards, which is feeling bad. And sometimes I draw too much and I got punished by it because I just burned like maybe Ghostly Manager or some card that actually might save my ass. And most of the time the dwarf curse is not a concern because we can summon some tokens always, like all this low cost. Look at 2 cost curve, we have 20, so it's not a concern. And on turn 7 we play Ghostly Manager, and turn 8 we play Plague City. Plague City is a very good card to stop, to ruin your opponent's day. Sometimes your opponent have the combo the Devastate combo that can like just finish you off in 1 turn, like or just like having their lethal, but this card absolutely destroy their combo. Most of the combo like Special Win Condition, like Runecraft and some other weird stuff, Swordcraft, like Spot Darkers, like those are exception, but most of the combo, 80%, I would say 80% of combo can be stopped by Bleak City. So we will stay alive from turn 8 and turn 9 because these last for 2 turns. And 10 turn we can pull out all the combo if we successfully get all the components. And Plague City, when we play Plague City, the opponent like they expand their board, we can just Mist of Extinction. It's gonna wipe his board for sure because they all become zombies. And Plague City, you have to think of on 10 turn. You gotta make sure you have an anti board. If you don't have an anti board, you might ruin your own combo. But that's not always. It depends on condition. If you have 2 zombies, the maximum thing you can have left when you are entering 10 turn, it was 2. You can only have 2 units, and you have to make sure that 2 units are able to attack in 10 turn. Otherwise, you fuck yourself up. You gotta wait extra turn, and your opponent are most likely to have the combo to finish you, to end the game. This combo is kinda... It will be really great if the Spirit Maiden will work at turn 9, because that's where most of other classes, their super fancy combo are most likely, they all take place before or right at turn 9. So it is really tough for a Shadowcraft player right now because we had to manage to outplay or see the combo that was coming, need to outplay them that to survive to 10 turn, even though we have the Plague City, which is a pretty OP card, but you know, sometimes shit didn't go well because there are some combo that they just don't care that their minion become the zombie because there are fanfare combo or something like that. Yeah, but interesting that this thing do counter the death rattle stuff. Like when the minion dies, the certain effect trigger because this is a transform, so you don't trigger that. Yep, and that's pretty much it. Oh, there's one more thing that if you enter 10 turn, you still didn't get the key components, but if you happen to have soul conversion, and some stuff on the board, you can soul conversion first because the entire combo costs you only 9 PP, so you have 1 PP left. And that's pretty much about it. There's nothing that I especially wanna point it out that just play smart, don't fuck yourself up, and make sure 10 turn, just enjoy the gameplay.